Okay, see, we'll start here. Let's see, like when the student will come, let them join. We have to start now. See, as per your syllabus, let me share the screen with you. As per the syllabus, we are having, this is the last point in your module. So, retail customers, and then we have to see the corporate customer. Like, I'm sharing the syllabus with you. Wait. Okay, here you can see the syllabus. See services to different categories of customers. So this is what the last point we are starting. So retail customer, corporate customer, international and the rural customer. Okay, this all we have to see for the last point. So today we will going to complete this three, 4 points. Then we'll wind up with this chapter. Okay, then the next one we will start with the second module, third module, and the fourth module. If you're going to see the second module, it is also quite same as you have already seen in your undergraduate level, like what are the credit management in bank, then again the bank's investment policy, HRM as like if you have done your BBI, then in third year BBI HRM subject was there. So it was same like that only. HR, what are the services of HRM in banks? What are the role of HRM in bank? It is quite same as the HRM in management. So you don't need to get confused कि बैंक में क्या रहेगा HR का role और management side में क्या रहेगा HR का. It will be same everywhere. Only that in management we have seen role of HR into the corporate sector, that way we have seen, but here we have to see it in a banking point of view. Then the evolving trade in modern banking. So modern banking में क्या होता है, क्या क्या नया स्कीम लेके आए, internet banking, mobile banking. So this way we have to study. Okay, so today we'll start with the first module only, and in the first module we are going to see the last point, that is services to different categories of customer. Okay. See, now we have taken the point here, services to different categories of customer, and especially we are focusing on the retail customer here as well. Okay. So retail customer, it is obviously we're talking about the retail banking. What exactly is that? Introduction. Retail banking is everyday banking that happens between consumer and their personal banks. A retail bank offers consumers basic banking services including checking accounts, saving accounts, and loan. See, retail banking, it means what? Like there will not be any kind of a difference. Key commercial bank with the different one and the retail bank with the different one. They will be same. Uh, they will be working in the same bank only. बस उनका जो सर्विसेज रहेगा वो डिफरेंट रहेगा. कमर्शियल बैंक का मेन सर्विसेज क्या रहता है, लाइक एक्सेप्टिंग द डिपॉजिट एंड द लोन. बट व्हेन वी विल टॉक अबाउट द रिटेल बैंकिंग, सो इट इज बेसिकली कि लोगों का जो डेली नीड्स है, डेली नीड्स इन द सेंस लाइक प्रोवाइडिंग द क्रेडिट कार्ड के थ्रू जो भी ट्रांजैक्शन होता है, दैट विल बी कमिंग इनटू योर क्रेडिट कार्ड. व्हेन वी आर डिमांडिंग द हाउसिंग लोन, दैट विल बी कमिंग इनटू योर रिटेल बैंकिंग. एंड देन अदर वे वी कैन से जैसे हाँ, डिपॉजिट करना, विथड्रॉल करना, एटीएम के यूज से वगैरह, तो वो भी एक तुम्हारा क्रेडिट रिटेल बैंकिंग में आ जाता है. जो भी तुम लोग ट्रांजैक्शन करते हो, मतलब कोई भी कमोडिटी को खरीदते हो, अगर वो तुम लोग अपने डेबिट कार्ड, क्रेडिट कार्ड या फिर थ्रू नेट बैंकिंग इफ यू आर डूइंग, so that is also coming into retail banking. So retail banking, in short, what we can say, the services which is provided by the bank for satisfying the customers daily needs. Okay. अगर तुम लोग डीमार्ट में जाते हो या किसी भी शॉपिंग मॉल में जाते हो, वहां पे तुम लोग जो शॉपिंग करते हो, सो that can be through the UPI, or that can be through your debit card or the credit card, by any other way. So obviously banking, with the help of bank only you are able to perform all this kind of activity. So इसके सर्विसेज बहुत अलग अलग रहेंगे, लेकिन जो सर्विसेज हम लोग अपने डेली नीड्स को सेटिस्फाई करने के लिए बैंक के हेल्प से करते हैं, दे ऑल आर कमिंग इनटू योर रिटेल बैंकिंग services. Okay, so we'll see the introduction here. Retail banking is everyday banking that happens between consumer and their personal bank. A retail bank offers consumer basic banking services, including the checking account, saving account, and the loans also. Then, even if you primarily bank online, you will still interact with your retail bank on a regular basis. Understanding retail banking allows you to efficiently carry out everyday financial activity. So whatever transaction you are doing on an everyday basis, that all will be coming or considering into your retail banking. So what exactly the retail bank here? Retail customers are members of the general public taking care of their personal financial need, as opposed to organizations such as governments or business that might need more complex services. Retail banks are designed to meet these needs with services tailored to individual. These services might be offered at a local branch or online, and they can include daily deposit and the withdrawals also. Checking and saving account, loan, credit card, and more. Retail banking is designed for everyday needs of the average consumer. So in short, अगर कहा जाएगा what exactly retail banking is, so whatever is related to your banking activity which you are doing, which you are using on satisfying your daily needs, तो वो जो भी तुम लोग बैंक के थ्रू इसका ट्रांजैक्शन करते हो, that all services will be coming into your retail banking. आप लोग बोलेंगे नहीं लेकिन मैम हम लोगों ने रिटेल बैंक के लिए तो कोई डिपॉजिट या फिर कुछ ऐसा किया नहीं है. यस, टोटली आई एग्री. लेकिन जो भी तुम्हारा बैंक है वो तुम लोगों को वो सर्विसेज प्रोवाइड कर रहा है. जैसे बैंक तुम लोगों को क्रेडिट कार्ड की सर्विसेज भी दे रहा है, बैंक तुम लोगों को अलाउ कर रहा है कि आप लोग ऑनलाइन बैंकिंग करो. आपको अगर कुछ शॉपिंग करना है तो आप थ्रू ऑनलाइन बैंकिंग, थ्रू द नेट बैंकिंग, थ्रू द डेबिट कार्ड और द क्रेडिट कार्ड, you can do those kind of a transaction. So it means what here, your bank, though you don't know whether it is coming into the retail bank or not, but that each and every commercial bank who are providing money or who are providing the different services to their consumer, that will be counted into your retail banking services. Is this clear to you, Yasmin? Retail bank मतलब क्या होता है? Yes, Yasmin. Are you able to understand? Okay, okay. Now the next one here, third slide we have taken here. Services offered by retail banks to its customer. See, retail banks handle financial needs for everyday spending and life events such as buying a home. ओके, सो रिटेल बैंक भी तुम्हें फाइनेंशियल नीड्स ऑफ एवरीडे, इवन इतना ही नहीं कि लाइफ इवेंट मतलब होम लोन अगर हम लोग खरीदते, होम लोन अगर हम लोग लेते हैं, दैट होम लोन इज आल्सो कंसिडर इनटू योर retail banking services. The product and the services that retail bank offers, which include bank account. See, बैंक अकाउंट तो वहां पे रहेगा ही. So retail bank रहने दो या commercial bank रहने दो, if that commercial bank is providing you this kind of services, so it will be considered as the retail bank also. So obviously to do this kind of a transaction, we need to have the bank account in that particular bank here. So what exactly that bank account will going to have? So this includes checking account, saving accounts, and money market account. Checking accounts often come with a debit card for making purchases and ability to pay bills online or electronically. Saving and money market account pay more interest than the checking account, but they typically impose a limit on how often you can withdraw or transfer money from the account here. Okay. So bank account मतलब क्या रहेगा? That could be your checking account, that could be your saving account, or it can be money market account also. And the transaction through the checking account which you are doing, so that can be through the debit card also for making purchases or to pay the bills or to do the online banking. Okay, बस यहाँ पे एक ही difference रहता है that on the saving and money market account you may going to pay the more interest as compared with the checking account. लेकिन तीनों का भी वहाँ पे एक limitation रहता है that how much money you can withdraw in a particular day. So that kind of a limitation would be there. लेकिन तुम लोग वहाँ पे through that particular account you can do the online transaction. It will going to happen. Okay. Then the certificate of deposit. What exactly is it? They sometimes pay more interest than the saving account, but you usually need to leave your money untouched for at least several months to avoid early withdrawal penalties. So certificate of deposit, it is a kind of your fixed deposit. जो तुम लोग fixed deposit करते हो और वो fixed deposit पे rate of interest तो ज्यादा रहता है as compared with your recurring deposit. ठीक है? So rate of interest भी ज्यादा रहेगा, लेकिन आप लोगों को वहाँ पे एक ही condition जो थोड़ा सा painful condition रहता है, it is like you don't need to touch the account till the maturity period gets over. Okay, so this is very important on the certificate of deposit. Now the next point here, see, credit card. Yes, everybody know what exactly the credit card here. These are similar to your debit card but allow you to buy things now and pay for them later. Debit card में क्या रहता है, whatever amount is there in your account, Up to that limit only you can purchase the thing. But when we will talk about the credit card, so credit card में क्या होता है, so you don't have money in your account, but still with the help of credit card you can purchase the thing, and that money you can pay it later on. Okay, so it is a kind of a small loan which you are getting it through the credit card. Small loan मतलब बहुत कम लोन रहता है कि डिपेंड अपॉन योर क्रेडिट कार्ड कि आपका क्रेडिट कार्ड कौन से टाइप का है, उसके अकॉर्डिंग वहां पे कितना लोन अवेलेबिलिटी रहेगा, कैसे वहां पे क्रेडिट पॉइंट दिए जाते हैं, accordingly you are spending the money. Okay, so it's a kind of a small loan which has been given to the customer through the credit card, that also we can say. Emergency basis पे अगर पैसा नहीं रहेगा and we need to get the money, so credit card is the best option here. They represent the loan you have to pay back, and if you don't pay the full amount listed on your statement within the grace period, you will incur finance charges based on annual percentage rate of the car. Okay, so जो भी वो annual percentage rate of the car रहेगा उसके according जो भी rate of interest रहेगा, so that rate of interest as a penalty it will going to impose on your amount. Suppose if you are not able to what we can say repay that amount which you have already taken it. ठीक है, जैसे हम लोगों ने ये महीने में परचेज किया तो नेक्स्ट मंथ तक हम लोगों को वो स्टेटमेंट आ जाता है. So they are giving you the due date कि ये ड्यू डेट के अंदर तुम्हें पैसा भरना पड़ेगा करके. And if you are not able to pay that money, then obviously it will going to get into the loss or like get into the penalty charge on our account. Now the safe deposit boxes. These are the storage spaces that keep small, valuable or important documents within the bank wall so that they can't be stolen or destroyed in your home. देखो सेफ डिपॉजिट बॉक्स, एवरीबॉडी नो व्हाट इज सेफ डिपॉजिट बॉक्स हियर. सबको पता है कि बैंक इज प्रोवाइडिंग यू द लॉकर फैसिलिटी. तो लॉकर फैसिलिटी में what else we can keep into that, it is all up to our choice. We can keep our important document or any important thing which can be important to you and not for the others, but still it has been allowed by the bank, you can keep that particular thing into the locker. Okay, इसके लिए चार्जेस रहते हैं, that's a different thing, लेकिन चार्जेस रहते हैं उसके ऊपर. Then the home loans. This product help people buy a refinance of home. Second mortgages allow borrower to take out a loan on a property that is already mortgaged using your home equity as a collateral. देखो होम लोन में क्या रहता है, मतलब हम लोग होम लोन खरीद, अगर हमें कोई घर खरीदा है, for that reason they can give us a money and that will be called as a home loan. Okay, then इतना ही नहीं रहता है कि sometime even we can mortgage our property to the bank and on that basis we can get the money. Okay, then the auto loan. This loan helps people to buy or refinance a car. Auto loan, that we can say the car loan or any vehicle loan, these are also provided by the retail bank. Okay, so ये भी services bank हमें provide करता है. Then unsecured personal loans. This product can be used for any purpose and do not require you to pledge collateral. Revolving lines of credit, that is including credit card, allow borrowers to spend and repay repeatedly without applying for a new loan also. So what is that unsecured personal loan? यहाँ पे personal loan, everybody know what exactly the personal loan here, but they are saying it is the unsecured personal loan. मतलब क्या रहेगा, जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल क्रेडिट कार्ड, या द क्रेडिट कार्ड इज आल्सो प्रोवाइडिंग विद द लोन. ओके, but still the credit card loan we are calling it as unsecured personal loan. Why do we say that? Because see, when we are taking the home loan, so there we are giving some kind of a surety. Suppose if you are not able to pay the home loan, then that home can be totally under the ownership of bank. बैंक को जो करना है वो कर सकता है. But the kind of a loan which we are getting it through the credit card, there we don't have anything to be kept as a security to the bank. Okay, so I say unsecured, this is totally unsecured. There are many people who might not be paying for the credit card also. Whatever money they are taking, whatever money they are using through the credit card, they are not repaying it. So that's a kind of a loss to the bank. Okay, so this kind of unsecured personal loans are also sometimes given by the bank to their retail customer. Okay, so these are all points which we have seen into the banking to the retail customer. Is this clear to you, Asmin? जो पॉइंट हम लोगों ने देखा वो क्लियर हो गया बेटा आपको? Services to different categories. Okay. Now we're going to see the next slide, next PPT. Okay. See here you can see the next PPT here. Services to different categories of customer, and here we are focusing on the corporate customer. Okay. तो अभी हमें देखना है कि कोई भी कमर्शियल बैंक कॉर्पोरेट सेक्टर को क्या सर्विसेज प्रोवाइड करता है. What exactly the corporate banking उनके लिए, obviously for the corporate customer there is a corporate banking, and what kind of a services is being provided through this bank, that we will going to study now. See, introduction. Commercial banking has traditionally been the backbone of banking. Banking was created to provide resources in household to productive purposes in business. Over the long period of time that banking has been in existence, the nature of product provided to commercial customer has undergone a huge change. Several new types of products have been introduced in response to the changing demand in the marketplace, and certain old products have become obsolete. Okay, तो commercial banking क्या होता है कि see we all know that traditionally मतलब starting से ही if we're going to see the banking, so commercial bank is considered as the most important bank into the banking sector. Somehow to attract the customer to get into the banking habits, that all has been possible because of the commercial bank only. Okay, so मतलब commercial bank क्या करेगा? They are trying to provide services to the household for their productive purposes also in the business. मतलब हम अगर हमें कोई business setup करना है, and for that reason if you need a money, for the reason if you need any kind of a financial assistance, so that would be provided by the commercial bank to you. Okay, so अलग अलग प्रोडक्ट आ चुके हैं मार्केट में. अलग अलग प्रोडक्ट्स आना मतलब क्या स्टूडेंट? डिफरेंट डिफरेंट पॉलिसीज. ओके, डिफरेंट पॉलिसी हैज कम फ्रॉम द कमर्शियल बैंक कि अगर तुम्हें कोई बिजनेस करना है तो what kind of a services, what kind of a benefit will be provided by this kind of a customer by the commercial bank. Okay, so ऐसे नए नए प्रोडक्ट आए हैं. The reason behind it, to make the people to get into the business and to have the self employment. Okay, so this is what the main purpose. अभी next देखते हैं हम लोग what is corporate banking. Corporate banking typically refers to the financial services offered to a large client, wholesale client. Although many wholesale clients are large corporations, they may also include all other institutions like pension fund, government, and other semi-public entities. Corporate banking is a very profitable division for banks, far more profitable than the retail banking, which is aimed towards household and small and medium enterprises. Okay. See, whenever we are talking about the corporate banking, so corporate banking has taken a major role into the banking sector here. Okay. Corporate banking is considered as the most profitable division for the bank. अगर हम कॉर्पोरेट सेक्टर को पैसा देते हैं, उनको अगर लोन देते हैं, so that will be provided to them at a very high rate of interest, and therefore it has been found मतलब जो हमारे हाउस होल्ड है और जो स्मॉल एंड मीडियम एंटरप्राइजेस है उनसे भी ज्यादा मतलब वहां पे भी पैसा देने से बेटर है कि अगर हम लोग किसी भी कंपनी में पैसा देते हैं तो वहां से हमें ज्यादा प्रॉफिट मिलता रहता है. ओके, so this is what they are trying to say here, that corporate banking is the most profitable division for the bank. If the bank is giving more loan to the corporate banking, then definitely they will going to earn the more profit here. Okay, now services to different categories of customers and especially for the corporate one. Industrial loan. तो ये जो corporate customer रहता है उनके लिए what kind of services is being provided? So उन्हें दिया जाता है industrial loan. The primary business of commercial bank is to make loans to large industrial corporation. Corporation in any nation are interested in obtaining debt at favorable term. The bank is in position to fulfill this demand to the services that they offer. Although with the evolution of the debt market, the idea of bank as the principal source of debt has become outdated as far as mega corporations are concerned. Mega corporations are in position to raise fund directly from the market. This proves cheaper since they do not have to pay an intermediary, that is the bank. Therefore, in the past century or so, banks have seen their primary business declining. To combat this decline, they have created a special team which provide capital market services and assist the client in issuing the debt security. Banks have centuries of experience regarding dealing in the debt market and hence are in a position to provide their expertise for a fee. Therefore, debt market advisory has become one of the major products that banks sell to mega corporations. See what they are trying to say here. We are talking about the industrial loan. एंड जैसे मैंने कहा कि अगर कोई भी बैंक किसी भी कंपनी को किसी भी कॉर्पोरेट सेक्टर को अगर लोन देता है तो उनके ऊपर रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट बहुत ज्यादा रहता है. इट्स अ काइंड ऑफ अ गुड अर्निंग, a good profit to the commercial bank. But nowadays what has happened, this kind of a companies are dealing into the share market, and through the share market they are able to get the money from the public itself. Like public are purchasing their shares and therefore they are able to incur a lot of capital through these kind of a securities market only. तो अभी क्या हो गया है कि कंपनी अपना अपना पैसा अपना पब्लिक से ही ले रही है, उनसे ही पैसा वो ले रही है, and they are not taking it from the bank, and therefore it has become a loss to the commercial bank. So they are somewhat their profit, their as I already told you, their main division to earn the profit it is to the corporate banking. But because of this kind of a situation, because of the capital market, because of this kind of a share market, these companies are easily getting money from the public and therefore there is no need to demand it from the commercial bank. So यहाँ पे क्या होता है? So the banks are taking an initiative and वहाँ पे banks को सामने से बोलता है कि आप हमें वो शेयर मतलब हमारे साथ वो डील करो करके शेयर मार्केट का. Okay, so bank will going to take an initiative on behalf of companies also. तो ये इस तरह से मतलब डे बाय डे देयर रोल इज चेंजिंग. भले हम लोग बोलते हैं कि कॉर्पोरेट बैंकिंग के लिए सॉरी कॉर्पोरेट बैंकिंग इज द मोस्ट प्रॉफिटेबल वन, लेकिन उनको भी एज पर द करंट सिचुएशन दे डू हैव टू चेंज देयर प्रोडक्ट्स आल्सो. Okay, now next project finance. Yeah, this is very common and this is very important one. This is the initial step for any of the corporate finance. Okay, so project finance में exactly क्या होता है? Project finance is one type of a loan for which mega corporation largely rely on banks till date. In case of project finance, the banker finances the project as an individual entity. The parent company that is sponsoring the project has a limited liability in case the loan goes bad. For instance, if bank funds DEF project that was initiated by ABC Corporation and the project goes bankrupt over time, in this case, bank only have to access to the asset owned by the DEF project. ABC Corporation does not have to assume any liability for the losses of the bank incurred while financing the project. The project is created as separate entity in its own right. देखो प्रोजेक्ट फाइनेंस करना मतलब क्या होता है कि तुम लोग कोई भी बिजनेस इनिशिएट करते हो तो बिजनेस इनिशिएट करने के लिए इनिशियली यू नीड टू गेट द लोन, यू नीड टू गेट मनी. सो आप लोग क्या करोगे, वॉट एवर प्रोजेक्ट यू प्रिपेयर कि मुझे ऐसा ऐसा बिजनेस सेटअप करना है, सो दैट प्रोजेक्ट यू नीड टू सबमिट इट टू द बैंक. ओके, इफ द बैंक इज फाइंडिंग इट कन्वीनियंट वन कि हाँ चलो ये कुछ बिजनेस लेके आ सकता है और इनको अगर मैं पैसा दे रहा हूँ सो देयर विल नॉट बी एनी काइंड ऑफ अ लॉस. अगर बैंक को वो फील होता है then only bank will going to finance your project, otherwise bank will not going to finance the project. ओके चलो अभी ये बात हो गया कि बैंक कन्विंस हो गया, बैंक ने लोन दे दिया और उसने बिजनेस स्टार्ट किया. बट समहाउ दो बैंक फेल्ड कि ये प्रोजेक्ट बहुत सक्सेसफुल रहेगा, दैट प्रोजेक्ट हैव नॉट बिकम सो सक्सेसफुल, वो नहीं ज्यादा इनकम कमा के लेके आ सका. तो अभी क्या होगा, अभी बैंक में तो उनको पैसा दे के रखा हुआ है तो उनके लिए क्या, फिर अभी वो कैसे रिकवर कर पाएंगे? द रिकवरी स्टेप हियर, whatever assets are there, whatever asset is being purchased by the what we can say the producer या फिर जो जिस जिसका वो बिजनेस है उसने जो भी असेट खरीदे रहेंगे वो सारे असेट बैंक के अंदर आ जाते हैं. So whether bank is able to recover that money or not, but still that the owner will not going to get any money from the bank, and the bank will going to recover that money by selling the asset. Is this clear to you, Yasmin? प्रोजेक्ट फाइनेंस में क्या होता है? ओके, सी द नेक्स्ट वन हियर, सिंडिकेटेड लोन. सिंडिकेटेड लोन में देखो क्या है, banks oftentimes combine to make huge syndicated loan to the corporation. This is because the debt requirement of a particular corporation, let's say General Electric, may be so huge that any single bank may not be in a position to fulfill them without creating a significant risk on their books. Hence, in such cases, the lead financer and would be entitled to a special fee over and above the regular interest that is earned on the loan. Also, the corporation will service the loan, that is pay the payment of this bank only. It is the lead arranger that will have to create a mechanism to redistribute the monthly payments to the other bank proportionately. So syndicated loans मतलब क्या होता है स्टूडेंट की, कोई भी कॉर्पोरेट कोई भी कंपनी इतना बड़ा रहेगा ना कि उनको जो अमाउंट ऑफ लोन दे रिक्वायर्ड, इट इज नॉट पॉसिबल फॉर एनी सिंगल बैंक टू पे दैट अमाउंट. लेकिन वो पर्टिकुलर बैंक को लगता है कि नहीं, ये जो बिजनेस है ये बहुत आगे बढ़ने वाला है, इट विल बी वेरी प्रॉफिटेबल. देन व्हाट विल गोइंग टू हैपन, उसने भले एसबीआई को अप्रोच किया, लेकिन एसबीआई के पास अगर उतना पैसा नहीं रहेगा वो प्रोजेक्ट को देने के लिए, वो बिजनेस को देने के लिए, उतना अमाउंट का लोन देने के लिए, so the SBI will going to ask the other bank कि हम सब लोग मिलके इसको लोन दे देते हैं करके. ओके, एंड दैट प्रोसीजर इज कॉल्ड एज योर सिंडिकेटेड लोन. इसके अंदर क्या होता है, समटाइम्स वी नीड टू डिस्ट्रीब्यूट द अमाउंट वट एवर वी नीड टू रीपे, अदरवाइज वी कैन रीपे द अमाउंट टू द लीड बैंक. और लीड बैंक का फिर वो रोल रहता है कि वो बाकी बैंक में कैसे, किस फॉर्म में उसको डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करता है करके. So this is what we are calling it as a syndicated loan. Is this clear, Yasmin? ये पॉइंट भी समझा आपको, सिंडिकेटेड लोन मतलब क्या होता है? Okay. See now the next point here. Next point is leasing. एक मिनट ना, let me see. Syndicated loan हो गया, हाँ. Now the leasing. With the advent of off-balance sheet financing, a lot of companies have started using leasing as a financing method. This is because it provides control of the said asset without leveraging the balance sheet of the given corporation. Banks have become heavily involved in the business of such financial leases. Financial leases are being signed by companies for acquiring real estate, automobile, factory equipment, or such other major fixed asset. It needs to be noted that uh, banks usually only fund financial leases and not pure play operational leases. Okay, देखो लीजिंग मतलब क्या होता है कि भाड़े पे देना. तो यहाँ पे क्या करेगा, सपोज इफ एनी ऑफ द बैंक, सॉरी एनी ऑफ द कंपनी, they want a loan to purchase certain kind of a machinery or any asset here. Okay, तो बैंक उस जगह पे क्या करता है, instead of giving money to that particular corporate, bank will going to purchase those machinery, और वही machinery bank will going to give it to the that particular company on a lease basis. ठीक है, वो उसको लीज पे देगा. मतलब उसको ओनरशिप किसके पास रहेगा, ओनरशिप विल नॉट बी इन द हैंड्स ऑफ कॉर्पोरेट, ownership will be going will ownership will goes to in the hands of bank. Okay, बैंक उनको लीज पे देता है. इस वे से मतलब यहाँ पे क्या फायदा होता है, बैंक के लिए क्या फायदा है लीज पे देने की वजह से, लीज पे देने की वजह से बैंक को ये फायदा होता है कि मशीनरी का ओनरशिप भी वहां पर ही है. अगर उन्होंने बराबर लाइक एवरी मंथ इफ दे आर नॉट पेइंग द rent for that, then definitely they will not going to supply that machinery to them. और दूसरा क्या होता है कि ये बिजनेस के लिए क्या कैसे प्रॉफिटेबल रहेगा, because in the business that corporate person will not have to spend lot of money on purchasing the machinery, because machinery will going to cost a huge for him. So just lease पे रखना, rent देना will be quite comfortable for him. Okay, this is what the leasing is happen in the corporate sector. Now the foreign trade financing. A lot of the corporation in the world today are multinational. Thus, their business interests cross national border. This means that foreign trade is rampant and has become the norm. Now, foreign trade has some special financing need. Banks have traditionally specialized in such financing in the modern world too. Banks provide letter of credit, export financing, bank guarantees, and other such services to the corporation which help them to conduct foreign trade in an efficient manner. देखो foreign trade financing मतलब क्या होता है स्टूडेंट, here we are talking about the import and export activity. मतलब हम लोग यहाँ पे foreign trade के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं. And you all know whenever we are like all the countries are giving focus to do the more export activity, because it will going to give the uh, it will going to earn the income for the country. Okay, तो एक्सपोर्ट करने के लिए सपोर्ट करना, अगर हमें कुछ इंपोर्ट भी करना है तो उसके लिए भी सपोर्ट करना, उसके लिए भी फाइनेंस प्रोवाइड करना, एक एज अ गारंटर करके रहना. दिस वे the any bank suppose they are helping you into the foreign trade activity, so that we will going to call it as कॉर्पोरेट बैंकिंग. ओके, सो उसको हम लोग कहते हैं कि वो कॉर्पोरेट बैंक के थ्रू हमें फॉरेन ट्रेड में हेल्प कर रहा है. नाउ द नेक्स्ट वन हियर, bills of exchange. Yes, you all know what is bills of exchange. Companies often uses bills of exchange for account receivable and account payable purposes. For example, if company A agrees to pay company B at a later date. Companies often use bills of exchange for account receivable and account payable purpose. For example, if company A agrees to pay company B at a later date, they could sign a bills of exchange for the same. Company A can then take these bills of exchange to the bank to get the bill discounted. This means that the bank will take over the right to collect the receivable from B, pay to company A a discounted amount for the bill. The difference between the face value of the bill and the discounted price for which the bank bought, it is considered to be the interest earned by the bank here. Bill discounting is an important service provided by the banks to many commercial corporations. This service helps them streamline their account receivable processes. See, bills of exchange में क्या होता है student? Obviously, it is for the import and export activity. They must be using it. Okay. तो सपोज अगर कंपनी बी को कुछ ऐसा पेमेंट करना है एंड दैट कंपनी बी डजंट हैव मच अमाउंट हियर, तो कंपनी बी के बिहाफ पे कौन करेगा, ए का बैंक विल गोइंग टू डू दिस काइंड ऑफ एक्टिविटी, और उसके बिहाफ पे कंपनी वो सब ट्रांजैक्शन करता रहेगा. तो उसके लिए डिस्काउंट भी देता है. डिस्काउंट देना मतलब क्या होता है, इट्स अ काइंड ऑफ अ rate of interest that the bank is basically earning by providing bills by discounting the bills of exchange. So this way bills of exchange is also coming into your corporate services. The list provided above is not exhaustive. Banks provide many more services to their commercial customer or customer that offer a sizable chunk of business. Bank may even customize or create new products to their requirement. Okay. यास्मिन, तो अगर हमें क्वेश्चन किया जाता है कि व्हाट एग्जैक्टली द कॉर्पोरेट बैंकिंग हियर, व्हाट सर्विसेज इज बीइंग प्रोवाइडेड टू द कॉर्पोरेट कस्टमर, तो आपको एक बात बोलनी है यहाँ पे कि व्हेन वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट द कॉर्पोरेट कस्टमर, इट मींस वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट द कॉर्पोरेट बैंकिंग. एंड व्हेनेवर दिस वर्ड इज कमिंग कॉर्पोरेट वन, it means what here for the business purposes we are providing the bank is providing money. तो उसको क्या क्या चीजों में पैसा मिल सकता है, लाइक मशीनरी के लिए, प्रोजेक्ट फाइनेंस के लिए, बिल्स ऑफ एक्सचेंज के लिए, देन अगेन फॉरेन ट्रेड के लिए. तो जो भी बिजनेस रिलेटेड एक्टिविटीज रहेगा, अगर उससे उसके लिए if any of the commercial bank is giving the loan to the that corporate sector, so that is coming into your corporate banking services. The corporate sector, the commercial bank is providing services to the corporate, so that would be in the through the corporate banking only. Is this clear to you, Yasmin? These all points? Yes. Okay. Okay. So we will wind up these 2 points here. Now we have to start with the third point. Okay, give me a minute, Yasmin. Okay. See, now we have to start with the next point here. Services to different categories of customer, and especially we are focusing on the rural customer. Okay. So यहाँ पे अभी हम लोग जो भी बोलेंगे, that will be from the point of view that how the bank is helping the rural customer here. Okay. See. Am I audible, Yasmin? Because it shows internet connection is unstable. Am I audible? Yes, Yasmin. Am I audible? Okay. Okay. See, retail. See, introduction here. Rural banking traditionally. Yasmin, suppose if lecture will get over, please join. थोड़ा join कर लेना. हम लोग एक ही point पे देख लेते हैं. Okay. See, introduction में है. Rural banking traditionally has serviced the financial needs of people living in remote areas of the India. Unlike banks located in more populous urban area, rural bank may have relatively small and specialized customer base spread over a far greater geographical area. Example include bank with an agricultural focus or those serving a small rural community. Okay, so whenever we talk about the rural banking here, so traditionally rural banking is fulfilling the financial needs of the people who are living in the remote area of the India. ठीक है, तो उनका जो भी requirement है that will be fulfilled by the rural banking. Unlike bank located in more populous urban area, rural bank may have relatively small and the specialized customer base spread over a far greater geographical area. तो जैसे कि कोई भी कस्टमर रहेगा कि जिससे हम लोग एग्रीकल्चरल फोकस के बारे में है, एग्रीकल्चरल डेवलपमेंट के बारे में अगर फंड देते हैं या किसी रूरल कम्युनिटी को डेवलपमेंट के लिए फंड प्रोवाइड करते हैं, सो दैट इज कॉल्ड एज योर रूरल बैंक. Okay, then what is rural banking here? Rural banking is simply a banking service that serves smaller rural communities. They tend to be deeply embedded in the communities they serve. Okay, so rural banking मतलब क्या होता है कि यहाँ पे हम लोग जो भी बैंकिंग सर्विसेज प्रोवाइड करते हैं, we are providing it to the very small and the rural communities, and it is totally like मतलब ये जो रूरल बैंक रहेगा वो इतना डेडिकेटेड होना चाहिए कि वो उन्हीं सेक्टर का डेवलपमेंट के लिए जो भी पॉसिबिलिटी होगा वो सब के बारे में उन्होंने पॉलिसी क्रिएट करके लोगों को हेल्प करना चाहिए. सो दिस इज व्हाट द रूरल बैंकिंग हियर. ओके, now we're going to see the third point, third slide. Services to different categories of customer, and that is rural. See, rural banking services. People living in rural areas need the same banking services as those living in larger town and the cities here. A community bank in a rural area might offer regular retail banking services, including loans and mortgages, that let personal and the business customer manage their banking needs close to home. Depending on their location and the local business focus, some rural banks develop specially commercial skill in the area such as agribusiness. For example, some specialty, हाँ, एक मिनट एक मिनट. Okay. Sorry. Okay. See, depending on the location and the local business focus, some rural banks develop specialty commercial bank in area such as agribusiness. For example, some operate solely within the farm credit system, a network of borrower own lending cooperatives and the specialized service organization, specializing in business credit and funding for farming, ranching, and other agricultural customers. सी रूरल बैंक की सर्विसेज मतलब एक चीज ध्यान में रख देनी है कि हम लोग यहाँ पे जो सर्विसेज प्रोवाइड कर रहे हैं वो रूरल सेक्टर के लिए हम लोग प्रोवाइड कर रहे हैं. ठीक है, तो वहां उनसे रिलेटेड जो भी चीज as a bank, if we can provide and it would be helpful for them to get the growth, to have the development, तो हमें उनको वो सपोर्ट करना चाहिए. तो अभी जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल रूरल सेक्टर में क्या चीजों का ज्यादा रिक्वायरमेंट रहेगा, सो इट विल बी द एग्रीकल्चरल बेस, मतलब यहाँ पे एग्रीकल्चर से रिलेटेड जो भी रहेगा उसके लिए हमें फंड करना चाहिए. स्मॉल बिजनेस है, जैसे अगर वो लोग कुछ व्हाट वी कैन से कुछ वीविंग बिजनेस करते हैं या फिर कुछ पोल्ट्री फार्म ओपन करते हैं, कुछ भी छोटा मोटा बिजनेस ऐसा जो एग्रीकल्चर बेस्ड रहेगा, या फिर मतलब जो हम लोग बोलते हैं स्मॉल ज्वेलर्स करके ऐसा कुछ रहेगा, तो उनके लिए हमें उनको हेल्प करना चाहिए. सो दिस इज व्हाट द मेन फोकस ऑफ द रूरल बैंकिंग सर्विसेज हियर. Now the next one, rural banking performance. Loans made by the rural banks are less likely to default than those made by the urban banks of a comparable size. According to a 2018 report delivered to the Federal Reserve System Board of Governors and also generate higher return, many rural banks also build better long-term relationship with their customer, creating social capital within the small communities. In addition, Many develop a detailed understanding of the local business condition in more remote condition. In more remote area, one bank may be the only option available to the resident. देखो अभी रूरल बैंकिंग का परफॉर्मेंस क्या होता है उन्होंने कहा है कि भले रूरल बैंक गरीब लोगों के साथ डील करता है लेकिन ऐसा कहा गया है कि रूरल बैंक कभी डिफॉल्ट पे नहीं रहता है अर्बन बैंक though they are dealing with the rich customer but still they can be in a default situation but rural bank will not going to be in a defaulting situation वो why it could be ऐसा क्या रहेगा कि रूरल बैंक जो गरीबों के साथ डील करते हैं फिर भी वो डिफॉल्ट पे नहीं रहता है the reason behind it is like suppose if we are showing as a farmer if I'm taking the loan from the bank and मैं उसके बेस के ऊपर अपना कल्टीवेशन करती हूँ और मैंने वहां पे अगर सपोज बिकॉज ऑफ एनी ऑफ द नेचुरल कैलामिटीज इफ माय प्रोडक्शन is I am not able to produce more commodity which I was expecting अगर मुझे वो नहीं मिलता है so what I can do and if this situation has come because of the natural calamity so what I am doing I am giving the letter to the bank or to the government that I am in a loss तो वो अगर लॉस वहां पे हम लोग दिखाते हैं और उसको अप्रूव किया जाता है then that money will be given to the farmer or the farmer who have taken the loan from the bank तो वो बैंक को पैसा मिल जाता है okay so therefore when we say about the rural banking performance I will not going to say like they are in the total profit because if I am providing loans to the farmer so that will be at a very subsidized rate of interest I am providing it okay so प्रॉफिट में नहीं रहेंगे हाँ लेकिन ये बात तो है कि वी विल नॉट बी इन अ लॉस ऑल्सो तो ये रूरल बैंक का परफॉर्मेंस रहता है अभी रूरल बैंकिंग के क्या इश्यूज रहते हैं as rural areas lose residents to small town suburbs or big cities rural banks are impacted declining declining customer numbers can affect the bank's financial performance because there is less need for credit and deposit services, which leads to the less income. In addition, rural banks may be heavily dependent on the specific local business sector, such as agriculture. Problems within the sector could influence the bank's business and profitability. एक मिनट स्टूडेंट एक मिनट है यास्मीन Okay, see, then this is what the rural banking performance we have seen. Then the rural banking issues. As rural areas lose residents to small town, suburb or big cities, rural banks are impacted. Declining customer numbers can affect the bank's financial performance because there is a less need for credit and the deposit services, which leads to the less income. In addition, rural banks may be heavily dependent on a specific local business sector, such as agriculture. Problems within the sector could influence the bank business and the profitability. Finally, rural banks in the 21st century must compete against the larger bank as well online bank that give customer remote access to the services. This removes some of the need for face-to-face transaction at local rural bank branches here. देखो रूरल बैंक का इश्यू क्या होता है कि जैसे nowadays it has been observed many of the rural areas people are migrating to the urban area. Okay, so as they are migrating to the urban areas, so अगर वहाँ पे population ही कम हो जाएगा, when the rural population will going to get down, so obviously वहाँ पे public ही नहीं है, तो they will not going to get a more customer. रूरल सेक्टर में बैंक है, अगर वहाँ पे पॉपुलेशन ही नहीं रहेगा, so there will be so much difficulty to get the customer. Okay, and this is what the one of the issue with the rural banking sector, because अगर customer ही कम है, so there will be very less deposit. As there will be less deposit, so वहाँ पे fund ही नहीं रहेगा, so therefore the bank would not able to provide loan to the public also. Okay, so this could be the problem in the rural banking, and this is the major issue in the rural banking sector. Now the next one here, adopting to the new technologies. Some rural banks are adapting to modern industry trend by expanding their technology and the services. For example, back in 2014, one of the smallest rural bank in Iowa pilot a scheme to deploy a new kind of a ATM that use a real teller available by video. Other banks have adopted a virtual retailer system to replace staff branches or to supplement services. This allows customers to talk to a tailor in a centralized call center through a video link. We will see that what exactly it is the kind of a ATM here. मैंने ये कभी ATM देखा नहीं कि ये कैसा रहता है करके, बट हम लोग अभी देखते थोड़े टाइम के बाद में इसका यूट्यूब पे एक वीडियो देखते हैं कि ये ATM क्या होता है और ये कैसे सर्विस प्रोवाइड करता है रूरल सेक्टर को. सो उन्होंने क्या कहा है कि 2014 में ऐसा स्टार्ट किया गया था ये जो स्कीम था एटीएम का, कि जहाँ पे वीडियो था, वीडियो के थ्रू वो लोग को समझाया जाता था कि कैसे तुम्हें ऑपरेट करना है करके. बट लेट्स सी, अभी तो हम लोगों ने कभी ऐसा देखा नहीं कि जो वीडियो के थ्रू हमें बताते हैं, तो हम लोग थोड़ा देखते हैं कि यूट्यूब पे ये वीडियो अवेलेबल है या नहीं, कि कैसे ये मशीन काम करता है. ओके, देन द नेक्स्ट वन हियर. And see for this one, this case, adapting to the new technology, I want to say here कि किसी एक सर ने हम लोगों को एग्जांपल दिया था कि गवर्नमेंट इज ट्राइंग टू like develop a new things into this kind of a rural sector, लेकिन वहाँ पे पब्लिक आर सो अनएजुकेटेड, और वी कैन से अनएजुकेटेड से अलावा हम लोग ये बोल सकते हैं कि lack of awareness and they are not ready to adopt the new technology. तो वो लोग ने बहुत ज्यादा मिसयूज कर लिया था एटीएम का. ओके, कि इतना मिसयूज कर लिया था कि लिटरली जो एटीएम का जो उनका मटेरियल है जिससे वो बनाया जाता है, वो भी तोड़ के उन्होंने बेच दिया था. इट वाज द काइंड ऑफ अ सिचुएशन. ओके, सो मेन क्या होता है कि लोगों में उन चीजों का इम्पोर्टेंस है कि व्हाई इट इज सो needed in their place. And one more thing that we can say कि though it is needed in their place, but once if you're going to give they are so much poor कि उनको ये सब चीजों का इतना इम्पोर्टेंट नहीं है, और उससे उनके थ्रू अगर उन्हें कुछ पैसा मिल जाता है, तो लिटरली उन्होंने वो मशीन को ही तोड़ दिया था. ऐसा वहां पे सिचुएशन था. ओके, नाउ विल गोइंग टू सी द नेक्स्ट पॉइंट हियर, impact in the community. See, one overlooked aspect of rural banking is the bank's role in the community. Unlike non-local banks, Rural banks are deeply embedded in the life of the communities they serve. Loan applicants are friends and the neighbor, not just the numbers on a page or an algorithm. Local banks sponsor sports teams, local charities, and the scout troops, and by advertisement in the local venues. All of these things contribute to the life and the health of the community. In location where the sole bank closes, the impact on local businesses can be dramatic. Not only must local merchants travel to another community to make deposits or buy change for their own register, local residents are also forced to leave their home community for financial services. In many cases, having driven somewhere else to do their banking, they will do their shopping as well before returning home. This increases the difficulty of remaining profitable in a small community and may lead to further business closure and loss of economic opportunity. See, impact in the community मतलब जैसे मैंने already कहा है कि rural banks में though this bank is being made for them only कि मतलब उनके लिए ही वो बनाया गया है उनको उनके बेनिफिट के लिए ये बनाया गया है लेकिन फिर भी उनको उसके बारे में इतना इम्पोर्टेंस वो चीजों का नहीं है ओके सो जैसे अगर कोई एक बैंक बंद हो जाता है अगर एक बैंक बंद हो जाएगा तो वो लोगों में इतना डर फैल जाएगा कि अरे बाप रे ये बैंक बंद हो चुका है बैंक में पैसा डालना ही नहीं चाहिए उसके थ्रू मतलब बैंक पैसा ले लेगा गवर्नमेंट बाद में कुछ देगा नहीं सब चोरी हो जाएगा so this way they will going to predict it and ultimately क्या हो जाता है that people will going to lose their hope on the banking sector देखिए ये भी एक सिचुएशन होता है कि मतलब lack of awareness and the uneducation like lack of education this is a major factor here which will going to affect on their banking habits also तो मतलब यहाँ पे they have to inculcate themselves the banking habits but वो नहीं create हो पाता है they would rather prefer to keep their money into their home rather than keeping it into the bank so ये situation है अभी local सॉरी ये situation है rural areas का तो इसके वजह से वहां पे रूरल बैंकिंग जो है वो ज्यादा डेवलपमेंट नहीं लेके आ सकती है ओके सो दिस इज व्हाट अबाउट द कॉर्पोरेट बैंकिंग सेक्टर जस्ट वेट फॉर अ मिनट ओके सो यास्मिन द नेक्स्ट यहाँ पे पॉइंट है कि विच आर द बैंकिंग सर्विसेज आर प्रोवाइडेड फॉर द इंटरनेशनल कस्टमर so when we talk about the international customer it means what it is about the NRI like they are the non resident of India okay तो उनके लिए क्या सर्विसेज प्रोवाइड की जाती है हमारे बैंक के थ्रू तो सर्विसेज मतलब क्या रहेगी वॉट एवर पेमेंट दे आर ट्राइंग टू गिव टू देयर फैमिली हु आर रिसाइडिंग इनटू द इंडिया तो उनको पैसा कैसे मिलेगा उनका जो डॉलर में पेमेंट किया हुआ है तो उसके रुपीज में कन्वर्ट करके उनको वो बेनिफिट देना रहता है ओके so this is what the main function we can say for the international customer our commercial banking are providing so itna hi nahi when we talk about the international customer so sometime when we are doing the import and export activity when they need a fund when they need a loan तो वो भी हम लोग उनको प्रोवाइड कर सकते हैं ऐसा नहीं कि जस्ट करेंसी को कन्वर्ट करके दे दिया तो हो गया अपना काम apart from that also we can provide in the online banking retail banking services we can give them the corporate banking services also ऐसा नहीं होता है कि इंडिया का कंपनी को ही कोई भी बैंक फंड प्रोवाइड करके देगा नहीं तो अगर वो कंपनी फॉरेन कंट्री का भी रहेगा इफ दे आर डिमांडिंग इट फ्रॉम द इंडियन बैंक स्टिल वी कैन गिव देम द मनी है तो ये बेसिकली एनआरआई सॉरी इंटरनेशनल कस्टमर के लिए होता है ओके सो दिस इज व्हाट वी कैन से ऑल दिस पॉइंट अबाउट द फर्स्ट मॉड्यूल अभी हम लोग देखते हैं एक मिनट सिलेबस को देखती हूँ थोड़ा See, we have seen the first module thoroughly, Yasmin. Overview of commercial banking in India is over. Then customer relationship management in banks is over. Services to different categories of customer is also over. Now from the next lecture onward, we have to start with the credit management in banks and the bank's investment policy. Is this clear to you, Yasmin? आज के point clear हुए आपको? Yes, बेटा. ओके ओके, तो अभी एंड करूँ लेक्चर को फिर. ओके ओके, चलो दिन बाय.